Hello, beautiful soul of Taurus. As I step into your field and attune to your energy, I feel the deep hum of the earth that always surrounds you. Yours is a sign of patience, of quiet strength, of building a life stone by stone with devotion and care. You are not one to rush or chase what is fleeting, for you understand the wisdom of waiting, the value of what lasts. Yet in this moment, the very qualities that make you strong have drawn the attention of something darker. There is a shadow that has been moving silently around you, pressing closer with each passing day. And while you may have sensed it at the edges of your awareness, the time has come to bring it fully into the light. I see a presence behind you that does not belong to chance. It is not the ordinary ebb and flow of energy that every soul encounters, but a deliberate force born of envy that seeks to disturb the balance you have worked so patiently to create. Someone close to you, someone who pretends to share in your joy, carries within them a bitterness they cannot release. They watch your stability, your quiet progress, the way you make beauty out of simplicity, and instead of being inspired, they are unsettled. Their envy has become heavy, and now it has transformed into action small, subtle intrusions that begin to weave themselves into your life. You may already feel it, Taurus, in the strange fatigue that lingers even after rest, in the moments where your plans collapse for no reason, in the sudden doubts that creep into your heart though you have done nothing wrong. These are not coincidences. They are signs. The cards reveal this truth with clarity. The tower rises in your spread, a symbol of sudden revelation, of walls crumbling, not because you built them poorly, but because they were never meant to stand in illusion. Beside it, the inverted Ten of Swords whispers of betrayal concealed, of daggers hidden not in plain sight, but in the hands of someone familiar. This is the message the universe insists. You hear not every smile offered to you is sincere. Not every hand extended in kindness is free of calculation. You have been generous, Taurus, trusting that those you welcome into your space will honor the peace you offer them. But the shadow here carries a mask, and behind it, an intention to unbalance you. Your energy field tells the same story. I sense breaches near the heart, the place where love and loyalty reside. This is where you are most open. And this is where the intrusions have begun. It is why you may feel restless at night, why your dreams may turn uneasy, why conversations with loved ones feel charged with a tension you cannot explain. The shadow does not only seek to block your success or your finances, it longs to enter your most intimate spaces, to disturb the serenity of your home, the warmth of your relationships, and even the vitality of your body. It is a deliberate attempt to weaken you at the foundation. For those who envy, you know that when your foundation shakes, your entire being feels the tremor. But hear me clearly. Taurus, this is not the end of your story. This is the opening of your awakening. You are being shown these truths not to frighten you, but to prepare you. The universe is revealing the hidden currents so that you no longer dismiss your intuition, so that you no longer excuse the strange heaviness in your chest, so that you no longer overlook the subtle betrayals that echo in the background. You are not powerless. You are being called into your strength, into your awareness, into your sacred duty to protect what you have built. And as we move forward, I will take you deeper into this unfolding revelation. We will step into the realm of hidden attacks and betrayals, into the subtle ways envy disguises itself, and into the recognition of patterns that show you exactly where the shadow hides. But for now, remember this. You are not in danger because you are weak. You are being targeted because you are strong. And once you choose to see, the mask will fall, and no shadow will be able to remain in the light of your awareness. Taurus, Now that the veil has been lifted and the shadow has revealed its outline, let us walk closer into the places where its presence is most clear. You may think of betrayal as something dramatic, a knife in the back, or an obvious act of deception. But the truth is that what surrounds you now is far more subtle and therefore far more dangerous. The one who carries envy toward you does not storm into your life with chaos. They weave threads quietly, softly, so that you hardly notice until the net has already begun to tighten. Look back carefully, and you will see the pattern. The plan you thought was secure that suddenly collapsed without explanation. The opportunity that seemed so close but slipped away in the final moment. The conversations where your words were twisted into misunderstandings, these are not isolated events. They are fingerprints of interference. Your enemies may not even call themselves enemies. They may simply cloak themselves in the role of concerned friend, curious colleague, or even supportive family member. They ask too many questions, not out of care, but to gather information. They praise you with one breath but plant seeds of doubt with the next. So subtle that you only recognize the impact later when trust begins to erode. And Taurus, this is where the danger deepens. Envy does not only target your success or your money, it longs to seep into the soil of your life. The places where your roots are planted, this energy seeks to make you question the stability you've worked so long to build. It whispers that perhaps you are not safe, that perhaps those you love are turning against you, that perhaps the ground beneath your feet is less solid than you believed. Do not be fooled. These whispers are not truth, they are tactics. Your body, wise as it is, has already been signaling this intrusion. The heaviness you feel upon waking, the way your energy seems to drain without reason, the headaches or sudden waves of anxiety, these are not random symptoms. They are the signs of someone tapping into your field, pulling at your life force, trying to blur the clarity of your intuition. And when your intuition becomes clouded, that is when you are most vulnerable. For your gift, Taurus, is your ability to sense when something is real and when it is not. The shadow knows this, and so it works to confuse you, to silence the inner voice that has always been your compass. The betrayal may also be unfolding in whispers among others. Rumors spoken lightly. Doubts planted with a smile. These are designed not to destroy you in one blow, but to slowly change how others see you, to shift the perception of your character until even you begin to wonder who is truly on your side. It is a cruel game, but you must remember, Taurus, that cruelty is the weapon of the weak. Those who lack power of their own seek to drain the power of others. And right now, it is your strength, your stability, and your light that are being targeted. But let me tell you this, what is being revealed now is not a curse but a key. By seeing the pattern, by acknowledging the truth that someone is weaving against you, you reclaim your power. Betrayal only thrives in blindness. Once you name it, once you recognize it, once you refuse to be lulled by false kindness, its grip begins to weaken. The universe is showing you exactly where the cracks are, not to frighten you, but to remind you that even the most carefully woven mask cannot hide forever from the eyes of truth. And so, Taurus, we must continue this journey. Because the shadow is not content to hover around your work or finances, it reaches further into your home, your health, your love. It is here, in the intimate spaces of your life, that the attacks may feel most personal. This is where we must go next, into the realm of your heart, your family, and your body, to see how the interference is seeking to disrupt what is most sacred. Taurus, let us now enter the space where the shadow seeks to wound you most deeply, not in your career, not even in your finances, but in the sanctuary of your home, in the sacred bonds of love. and in the very body that carries your soul. For you, the home is not just a place, it is the soil in which your spirit roots itself. It is the warmth of family meals, the stability of familiar routines, the soft rhythm of a life you have built with patience and care, and yet it is precisely here, in this place of comfort, that the shadow tries to plant seeds of unrest. Perhaps you have already noticed it. Taurus. Small arguments that ignite from nothing, moments of tension that hang heavy in the air, loved ones who seem more distant or irritable than usual. These shifts are not always the result of their hearts turning cold. Often, they are reflections of the energy being directed at you. Ripples of interference that spread outward into those who are closest to you. When envy cannot pierce you directly, it attempts to disturb the people you love, creating dissonance in the very circle that should offer you safety. And because your love runs deep, because you feel with all the weight of your heart, even the smallest fracture in your home can leave you unsettled. The body, too, tells its story. You may find yourself waking in the night, restless, with dreams that leave you more weary than before you closed your eyes. You may feel a heaviness pressing at your chest, a fatigue that lingers no matter how much you rest, or aches that appear without reason. These are not random discomforts, they are signals. When your energy field is pierced, your physical body absorbs the strain. Your vitality weakens not because you are fragile, but because something is attempting to siphon from you the life force that sustains your strength, your dreams, your sleep, your health. All are places where the shadow seeks to enter quietly, hoping you will dismiss the signs as ordinary stress. And in matters of the heart, the interference grows bolder still. For the one who envies you knows that if they can shake your trust and love, they can strike at the very core of your being. They may whisper through rumors, sow doubt where there is loyalty, or stir suspicion where there should be harmony. This is not because your partner or loved ones are betraying you, but because the illusion of betrayal is powerful enough to fracture the bond from within. Taurus, you must remember this: true love, real loyalty, cannot be destroyed by lies. But it can be weakened if you allow doubt to take root unchecked. The shadow plays a cruel game. It does not need to break your walls with force. It only needs to make you question if the walls are already crumbling. And yet, even in this, there is a hidden gift. You are being shown that your love, your family, your body, and your home cannot be taken for granted. They require protection, not because they are weak, but because they are sacred. You are being called to step into the role of guardian, not just of your career or your dreams, but of your inner sanctuary, for it is here, in these most intimate spaces, that your true strength is rooted. Do not be afraid. Taurus. This interference is not meant to strip you of love or to rob you of health. It is meant to awaken your awareness, to remind you that even the most grounded soul must sometimes renew their protection. And as we move forward, we will step into the greater truth that these trials are not isolated. They are part of a turning point in your destiny. The decisions you make now, the way you respond to what is rising, will not only define your present, but will shape the years that follow. Taurus, we now arrive at the heart of this revelation, the place where the threads of the present weave themselves into the fabric of your future. What you are facing right now is not only about envy, betrayal, or interference in your relationships and health. It is about destiny itself. The energy rising around you is not random. It is the marker of a cycle coming to its edge. A cycle that demands to be broken or renewed, depending on the choices you make in these very days. And the truth is clear: you are standing at a threshold that will decide not just the path of this season, but the direction of the next 7 years of your life. The cards speak strongly of this. The wheel of fortune turns in your spread, reminding you that fate is not fixed, it shifts with your awareness, with your decisions, with your willingness to act. If you choose to ignore the warnings, if you dismiss the signs, if you allow the shadow to keep planting seeds of doubt and fear, then the wheel turns downward, carrying you into a cycle of repeated struggle, financial setbacks that seem to appear from nowhere, misunderstandings that erode your peace, a fatigue that follows you like a shadow. But if you awaken, if you claim the awareness that has been given to you, if you protect your home, your love, and your body with vigilance, then the wheel turns upward, opening doors of prosperity, harmony, and resilience that no enemy can close. This is what the universe wants you to see. Taurus, that you are not powerless in the face of betrayal. You are not fated to suffer at the hands of envy. You hold within you the ability to shift the story entirely, but it requires choice, and that choice cannot be delayed. Every day you wait, the shadow gathers strength. Emboldened by your silence, every day you claim your awareness, your light burns brighter, dissolving the illusions spun around you. This is why the universe presses with such urgency. It is not to frighten you, but to remind you that time is alive, that windows open and close, and that now is your moment to step through. And Taurus, hear me with clarity. Your destiny is not meant to be small, nor fragile, nor easily shaken. You are an earth sign, rooted in persistence, capable of building empires out of patience and devotion. The trials you face now are not here to destroy that gift, they are here to refine it. You are being asked to stand firm, to choose awareness over denial, to embrace protection without fear. This is the point of no return. And though the shadow may whisper that you are vulnerable, the truth is that you are standing in the most powerful moment of transformation your soul has known in years. So do not shrink back. Do not let doubt silence the voice of your intuition. Trust that every sign you have noticed, the fatigue, the tension, the subtle betrayals, has been your spirit's way of urging you toward clarity. The wheel is turning, Taurus, and the choice is yours. Will you step forward into a timeline of abundance and security, or will you allow the interference to trap you in cycles of loss? The universe leans close, waiting for your answer. And as we step into the final message, I will show you how to close this chapter with strength, how to claim the protection and rebirth that are rightfully yours, and how to speak words of power that transform shadows into stepping stones. Taurus, as we reach the final part of this message, let us step back and see the whole picture the universe has revealed. What you are living through right now is not punishment, nor is it misfortune, it is initiation. The shadow that lingers near you, the betrayals that unfold in whispers, the disturbances in your home and health, these are not signs that you are weak, but signs that you are ready. Ready to step into a new cycle, ready to protect what is sacred, ready to choose consciously the path of your destiny. The universe does not show you darkness to frighten you. It shows you so that you may remember your own light. And yours, Taurus, has always been a light of stability, of devotion, of building what endures. Others may chase after what burns bright and quickly fades, but you know how to create a fire that warms for a lifetime. That is why you have been targeted, because your steadiness, your patience, your quiet strength unsettle those who cannot cultivate the same within themselves. But envy cannot uproot what is divinely planted, and betrayal cannot destroy what is grounded in truth. This moment is your turning point. You are being asked to cleanse your space, to protect your heart, to guard your intuition, and to refuse the illusion that you are alone. You are not. Your ancestors walk with you. The earth itself supports you. and higher forces surround you, even now. All you must do is claim your right to protection. Speak it. Taurus. With the authority of your spirit, my foundation is unshakable. My home is protected. My love is sacred. My destiny is secure. Let these words settle into the soil of your life like seeds of light, and watch as they grow into the shield that no shadow can penetrate. This is the beginning of your rebirth. Not someday, not when circumstances improve, but now, the moment you choose clarity over illusion, vigilance over complacency, light over shadow, you step into a new timeline. One of prosperity, of peace, of love that endures, and of health that thrives. The shadow has only ever been a teacher, showing you where you had left yourself unguarded. And now, with awareness, you are untouchable. Taurus. Your journey forward is not one of fear but of strength. You are entering a season where what you build will last, where your patience will be rewarded, where your loyalty will be mirrored back to you in relationships that are true. The universe has placed in your hands the power to protect, to renew, and to flourish. All that remains is for you to claim it. And as you do, and remember, the earth beneath you has always known your name, and it will hold you steady as you rise.